Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sherry's Metaphysical Coffee Break podcast. I'm your host, Sherry Como. I'm clairaudient, and I speak with a spirit team. And on this podcast, we talk about the emotion code, body code modality using muscle testing. If you're more of a video person, you can check out my YouTube channel, Energy Works, or you can search at The Energy Work. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Today, I'll be discussing organ imbalances and a spirit message. So as we continue, I'd like to take a few moments at the onset of each segment to explain my work for those that are new. I've been a holistic practitioner for 30 plus years, worked with several modalities during that time. I presently work with the emotion code using kinesiology muscle testing to bring balance to imbalanced energy within a person and an animal. I am also clairaudient and work with my spirit team. That simply means I can hear them. Now, let me just explain energy balancing before we move on. The point of this work is to stay ahead of challenges and difficulties we face day to day by releasing, in general, trapped emotions accumulated in our system. This work helps the body as an assist. We're not doing the work. You are. Your body is doing the work. We're just working with the subconscious to find it. So it's an assist to stay ahead of collecting and accumulating. Collecting starts in childhood, believe it or not, and remains until we begin the process of energy balancing. Trapped emotions weaken the system as a whole as these settle in injured and weak areas of the body. That includes the brain. Animals are no different. The only difference between them and us is they have no ego. They love unconditionally, unless, of course, their owners train them otherwise. So, as we continue, the body feels the shift in transition when releasing low-frequency trapped emotions. And the reason for this? The organs, the glands, the bones, the muscles, the tissues, meridians, and so much more still have to function while releasing. So the body in general feels better, but nonetheless, it is still letting go of old energy and may feel tired. So everything is energy. It has a vibration, including emotions. And most people don't know that. And something else most people are not aware of, once these unprocessed emotions become lodged in the system, they weaken it as a whole and create disease. And yes, you heard that right. Trapped emotions lower the frequency of the human body so much that it can't function. And in time, raises blood pressure. Cholesterol levels go up. Insulin levels shift. You can see my point. And how that happens, trapped emotions accumulate over time and layer up or duplicate from being suppressed. The reason they duplicate, we're like radio receivers. Once low-frequency emotions are in the system unprocessed, we attract more of the same. Using muscle testing, we can locate these stuck energies by connecting with the subconscious of a client using yes-no questions. And a client with me is a human and an animal, and I work with people across the country remotely. With muscle testing, we simply tune in, locate underlying root issues triggering an organ or a gland imbalances that are throwing their frequencies off. These imbalances trigger behavioral issues or physical pain in a person or in an animal. And rescue animals in particular that have been abused physically or emotionally have trauma. By releasing these trapped emotions from the system, we release fear frequencies to allow them to live a happier life. This allows our consciousness to expand, allowing more space available for knowledge and information to anchor in. Now, the conscious mind is like a portable hard drive for a computer. We can't hold information coming through if there's not enough space. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or not like yourself at work, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It may simply mean you've been carrying emotional vibrations that are weighing you down. Many of my long-term clients that have gone through lots of difficulties in their lifetime. No, it's a process. It's not one and done. It doesn't just release and you're over. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. I answer all of them. Let's continue. Organ imbalances. Have you ever noticed when someone drinks heavily, they become angry or anxious, short-tempered? When we flood the liver with these chemicals, and I'm going to use the liver as an example, we overstimulate it. When we overload, I'm going to say that again, when we overload it, it produces more of the emotional vibration it was designed to generate, anger. Now, I do have a chart that I use when I'm working with people, and I'm going to go over just the liver with you. On this chart, it lists all the organs and glands, and each generate 10 low-frequency emotions. The liver, for example, generates these: anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, taken for granted. That's what it was designed to do. This signal is sent to the brain, and it intensifies whatever is happening in that moment in time. The situation lit the fuse, so to speak, but the organ determines how loud and how powerful the explosion is going to be with what set you off. So, two other organs, spleen and pancreas. The spleen, it functions primarily as a blood filter and a central component of the immune system. It struggles and breaks down in time. The pancreas, it's a vital organ located behind the stomach that performs two essential functions: exocrine, and that's the digestion, and endocrine, that's blood sugar regulation. Approximately 98% of the pancreas consists of tissue cells that produce pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes and bicarbonate. Endocrine function, that's the remaining 1 to 2%, consisting of the endocrine tissue. This cluster of cells secrete hormones directly into the bloodstream to regulate blood glucose levels. So trapped emotions disrupt these functions and can lead to conditions such as diabetes, pancreatitis, exocrine pancreatic enzyme deficiency. So these are just a few examples of how trapped emotions break down the system and severely weaken it as a whole. These suppressed emotions can also create cancer. And yes, you heard that right. It can create cancer and so much more. Trapped emotions accumulate over time and layer up and duplicate when not released from other challenges, difficulties that we experienced in life. The majority start again early in life, in childhood, and surface when something sets us off. So again, we're like radio receivers. We keep attracting the same low-frequency emotions that were suppressed in our systems. Now, this is fascinating work. I've been doing this work, this specific modality, for the last 6 or 7 years. But it's not new. The ancients knew much of this long before us. And through thousands of years, that knowledge and information became suppressed. And modern medicine is only beginning to catch up, and you can see it shifting. As we get ready to close, I'm going to ask my spirit team if they have a message for the many that are listening today, tuning in. So give me a minute to just get centered and be quiet. And while I'm doing that, you can sit, be still, be quiet, breathe, take in full breaths, very slowly. Just see how you feel with this. And we'll see if there's a message. Dear child of God, we are here with you. And the message we have for you today, and the many, is for those listening, tuning in to practice being quiet, being still, walking barefoot in the grass. But the most important thing is to practice being quiet and still, to tune in and ask questions. Don't be afraid. Ask questions. We can hear you. We're here to help and guide. The human race has been suppressed for so long that they have become fearful of doing this. Be centered. Be quiet. Ask the question, even if you're walking in your favorite walking path. Outside in nature is very helpful. Ask the question you have in your mind. We will get you an answer. Practice, practice, practice. It is important for the human to understand they have free will. You have to humble yourself and ask. We can't just jump in and give you a message. You have to ask. We will receive it, and you will receive an answer. That is all that we have for you today, dear child. We are very pleased. We are happy to help, assist you and the many. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will speak to you again. Okay, that's all the time we have today, everyone. So for more information, you can go to my website, www.energyworkstudio.com, for more info. If you have any questions, again, leave me a message. I will return a message to you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you next time. Love light frequencies coming your way. Stay tuned.